Sawadee krap tuk tan. Good morning everybody. Welcome to Paul is Sales. This is not powder puff marketing. อรุณสวัสดิ์ทุกคนกรุงเทพมหานครสวัสดีสุขสบายคุณชรันเช้าบูนะลูกกิลิเวนนะอุกติมาลิเซนงากิ Good morning everybody. I'm here at the brick pit in Sydney Olympic Park. It's the old pit where they used to dig and make bricks in the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s and 60s, with the peak being in 1969. And it's closed now, but it's a massive pit. And there's a massive ring walk around, which I'm going to be running on our business run this morning with you, if you are keen to run with me. All right, welcome, Paul is Sales. Let's get going. It's my pleasure to run with you this morning. We've got about a kilometre, I would say. Let's go. Now you might ask, why is this guy running with his briefcase? Well, it's a sales call, and I will talk a little bit about sales call, meeting customers face to face, as opposed to meeting them online or on the phone chatting. Now, you'll notice I'm running, leaning forward, but I'm not leaning forward with my shoulders. I'm very conscious to lean forward from the stomach area so that the whole of the upper body and the legs and the feet are inclining like that. If you've read the book Risk Forward, you will know what I'm talking about. You're coming into a customer situation, you're leaning forward, meaning you're positive, you're confident in your abilities and in your product, in the company you're representing. You're confident, you're leaning forward, and you're taking a bit of a risk. And that's the way you create momentum, because that leaning forward with your shoulders open so you don't restrict your breathing, getting the oxygen coming in, gives you that X factor in a sales call, and you don't get tired. Okay, you don't get tired of the customer's objections. See if I can swing around for you here. Look at that brick pit. That's a circular run I'm running in. Yes. So, confident in yourself, confident in your product, confident what it can do for your customer. Not because you think so, because you've checked it, you've tested it, you've got experience. You've got your team around you supporting you. You're confident in your company. And that gives you the license to lean forward. Be positive in the sales call. This will set you apart from competitors who are not sure, not confident. Okay? And move you ahead of the pack. You do need to take a little bit of a risk selling. You can't be in a zone that you're not taking a risk. Morning. Hi there. Good yourself? Here we go. Children are going, wow, what a place. Taking a risk in the sales call is important. It's not really a risk that a bad risk, it's a good risk. You opening yourself, you're opening up your product, your yourself, your company to challenge, to exposure, to testing. The customer's going to test you. Okay? If you're confident in yourself and your product, in your company, don't be afraid. Okay? Don't be afraid. Let the customer test you. Let the situation test you. Okay? That's what I mean by taking a risk. Don't be defensive all the time. The other thing is, if you don't know a question the customer asks you, be honest. Some of my amazing customers, I remember the first time I met them, and he said to me, this product of yours, what colour is it? What's it made of? What can it do? And I said to him, I'm sorry, I don't know. It's a great question. Brilliant question, I said. Gee, you asked the good questions, I said to the customer. Why do you keep asking the right questions? And the customer said, oh no, feels good. And I said, I don't know, but let me come back to you. And I quickly found out, and I came back to him with the answers. And he gave me an order. Now, later he only revealed to me that he gave me an order because I was believable. I wasn't a snake oil salesman, saying this is what it is and that's what I can do. I was genuinely honest that I don't know. And that's what I mean about risk. Don't be afraid to say you don't know and put your credibility in a situation where, oh, how come this guy doesn't know? As salespeople, we can't be expert in everything, okay? But we are experts in what our product can do for the customer, what our product solve for the customer, what problem the customer has we can solve. That's what we're experts at, okay? And we're communicating the story of how that product can solve that problem. We storytellers. That's what we're expert at. But if we get into technical things, it's not good for us to start going to fiction land and making things up. Go on fact, go on experience. And if you don't know something, just say, sorry, what a great question. How can you ask me such good questions? I've never been asked that before. And that will win you more sales than anything, because the customer will see you're genuine and you're honest. And didn't get it right the first time. What an amazing place this is. Can't begin to describe what this is. You've probably got to come here to really appreciate it. And for me, that's how I feel about visiting customers face to face. You can't really experience what they're going through until you've been there physically. I know it's difficult with COVID, but as soon as you get the chance, get there physically. Stand in the customer's shoes, really. It'll make a big difference to your credibility. Still leaning forward, risking forward. It's an exciting feeling. The moment you feel defensive in a sales call, you've got to change something. Okay? And so the customer might be giving you really good objections to your product, to you, to your company. Like he's got a better product at the moment, he's happy with the product. And the technique I can use successfully a lot of the time when you're getting that objection from customers is to ask them a question that they have to evaluate new information. So you would be saying, if I'm selling oil, if I'm selling software, I would say, when was the last time you bought oil for your bike, for your car? And it won't be something that competitors ask. And all of a sudden, they've got to evaluate new information. And when they evaluate new information, always a door opens. And you tap into their passions, and then you can solve a problem for them. Yeah. So develop questions before your sales call. How you can get the customer to evaluate new information. Okay? Enjoy the call. Whether you get it closed or you get another step closer is always a positive to take out when you risk forward in your sales call. Confidence, self-confidence, and be open and transparent, letting your character, your product be tested, because you will learn and be stronger the next time. I'm on the second loop now. I'm feeling really good. This is an amazing place. Really, really good to be running with you on the business run today. And 2022, I want you to bend it like the bender. Never giving up, even if your arms fall off. Great running with you today, everybody. And cheers from me from Sydney Olympic Park, the brick pit, the loop walk, running on the business run this morning. We've done 2 loops together, like a gold day here. From me, Sydney Olympic Park. Bend it like the bender. Don't give up, even if your arms fall off. สวัสดีครับทุกท่านอรุณสวัสดิ์ทำเบียร์แห่งกับลายลุงกิโลนะอุกตุเมเซ็ง